You recording? You're funny.
Take it away, friend. This nigga was over here finishing her damn avatar. Instead of sticking it.
I couldn't do the other ones, bro. They know I'm not vibing with it.
What you mean you not vibing with them, bruh?
I'm just not vibing with it. I wasn't vibing with those.
That's not you.
This is me.
This is me.
Can you hear me? Am I right?
That's not you, bro. Them
I had to
eyebrows
do
don't
something
match.
real. I had to do something quick, bro.
Them eyebrows don't match. Them are not your eyebrows.
Man, hold up. Have you started? No, you're starting.
I was waiting on you to do the intro, but you want me to start the intro this week?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's go.
bet. And we're back. What's up, guys? My name is Kiara.
And I am Denique.
And this is Unpaid Invoices. We're creating a safe space for creatives to come and learn and chit chat and do the things.
We're talking boundaries and business and all other things in between because, we get it.
Boy,
And
this is
yeah,
Unpaid
I mean,
Invoices. Welcome to
this
the
is
show.
unpaid. How are you, friend?
Well, what was the thing? What was the song last week? Truth is, I'm tired. I've had enough.
That's crazy. That's where you're at, man? That's where
Yes
you're
and
at?
no. Yes and no. I'm good, like in the sense of like things are fine, got a job, got a car, got money to put gas in the car. And I'm very grateful for those things. But being the overachiever and the perfectionist and the wanter of lots of things, um, sometimes I can be really hard on myself and South just scared the living daylights out of me. My God. For people who don't know, South is my dog. She recently got bit by a tick. We're going through it over here. But yes, I am just trying to not be hard on myself because I am someone who wants to do and achieve a lot of things. And it's a little hard sometimes on a day-to-day basis when I don't feel like I've met personally for what I want. I know outside looking in, it could seem like I've achieved a lot of stuff, but
Right.
not for me, so to speak. So,
Right.
what about you?
I mean, it's pretty vibes. I'm in good spirits. I'm doing my thing, you know.
Nice, nice, nice.
No issues from my side at this moment, and it's gonna stay that way because I'm
Per,
crazy and I don't care about
per.
nothing no more.
Oh, okay.
So don't push me, okay?
Because I'm close to
Close
the
to
edge. I'm
edge,
trying
okay?
not to
Don't
lose my
push
head.
me.
I feel it in the brain.
Yeah.
South is looking at me with the whiny eyes.
Like, shut the hell up, girl. Literally. Why don't these avatars like move with us? I don't
Why
like that.
is she looking at me like this, right? Um, South, I really would let you outside, but like, stop, please. Please. You know who I feel like right now? This reminds me of my one podcast that I listen to, and every time they have a moment where they have to talk to their dogs, I'll be like, man, I understand. And it is quite literally in this moment that I understand. Can you please go sit down, please? All right, give me 1 second. Let me holler at my chat real quick. But yes, great. So back to it. You are feeling good. I'm feeling semi good. It sounds like it equals two goods.
Good enough.
Two good enoughs for me. With that being said, I feel like this is the perfect time to go ahead and open up a tab. Opening up a tab is our favorite segment where we just open up a bajillion tabs and talk about what's going on in the world, what's talking about in the creative scene, entertainment, etc. Um, did you have anything you wanted to talk about specifically? I know we didn't really
To be
sync up this
honest,
this chance, but
no.
no.
I've been like so busy.
Yeah.
No.
No,
So
that's
no.
fair. That's very fair. I know what the topic was, but honestly, I just had like started randomly saving some stuff that I saw. I guess we can go ahead and get into the facts of the AI thing. We were talking about that obvious. Oh my God. Um, we were talking about the AI thing, and I think we briefly talked about AI like 2 years ago when it was really starting to like take off, and before ChatGPT was really like ingratiated into everybody's lives. We were
Right.
talking right now is girl, I thought
Everywhere.
ChatGPT therapy. I'm like, oh. That's worrisome.
I'm asking her questions.
Right. Oh,
Let me
okay.
know how you feel about my boyfriend, chat.
There's already been lawsuits and cases and things of that nature within regards to Chat GPT. But now there's obviously like AI that's more commercial. I feel like every company has their own AI. I think Google has Gemini. Obviously, there's Chat
Yeah,
GPT.
yeah.
Hell, Grammarly got their own AI. Like everybody got their own AI
What
right
is,
now.
yeah, I mean, yeah, every single app,
Yeah,
every single website.
everything is ingratiating AI. And so with that
And
being said,
AI was already a
yeah,
thing. If we really want to be honest. It's just how we're interacting with
interacting
it.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's changing. AI has always, because when you think about it, it's just artificial, intelligence. So
I'm not gonna lie to you.
like a
Yeah,
lot of
some
things have been, like a lot of programs have needed that low key, high key, actually.
and so with that being said, I
We just
think
didn't know that's
the
what was
last
happening in the back.
time
But
we
ultimately,
talked
now
about it
that we
was
can
good.
ask AI questions, that's what's like, OMG.
And it talks with
Yeah,
accents, um,
right.
lingo, all that jazz, it does the things now. Patois. You want your
Right. I
chat
did see that.
GPT to speak
Yeah.
in patois?
Apple doesn't do that though, right?
No, only chat GPT. I ain't even gonna lie,
Wow.
my chat GPT is a little British lady. But I think it changes every time
Yo,
I
that's
use it.
crazy. I have not even thought to change, but I
I've
just,
never
why?
done anything to it. That's just the default, I think. It changes every time I use it, I swear. Cause I only use
I
the
don't,
the feature that like talks or whatever when I can't use my hands. Like if I can't type it out. So
oh, that's not
usually
happening for me a lot. So maybe
Usually when
that's,
I'm cooking. It's yeah, I've only done it in like cooking scenarios where I'm like, "Hey, I'm doing this and like tell me what I could do." Da, 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 da." And then
mhm.
like you can quite literally talk to it. And then it transcribes everything that you guys were just talking about in the text. So if you need to reference something or if you want to just pick up from where you left off. I do that a lot, I feel like, with
Hmm.
my chat GPT. Be like, pick up where I last left off or remember the budget that I did last week. Can we recall like I utilize it like a tool, like a personal assistant,
I
if I'm
mean,
being
right.
honest.
I think, right. I mean, because how else would you use it?
Well, some
Like,
people are getting married to ChatGPT. Some people are falling in love with ChatGPT. It's becoming
I
a real
haven't heard the fall
her.
in love stories, but definitely,
It's becoming a real, I
I've
mean,
seen
maybe not ChatGPT, but there's like other AIs out there. Like there's AIs in other countries because
I've seen the story about the little boy who committed, I believe,
the unalived.
self-harm.
Yes,
Yeah,
he unalived himself. Yes,
I seen that and was like, and apparently he was talking to
he was
ChatGPT.
talking to the ChatGPTs.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's kind of crazy, but ultimately, AI is here. AI is in our lives. AI is a thing,
So
and
all of
we
that
are
to
here.
say, so
Right.
all of that to say, AI is so unavoidable, that you genuinely cannot escape it. And so, with that being said, I know Aaliyah J, who's a very like well-known influencer.
Makeup girly
I
for the
wouldn't even say
OG.
makeup. I wouldn't even say makeup
I feel
anymore.
like,
Just because
yeah.
she's so OG that now she's obviously like expanded outside of just
I
pure
mean,
makeup.
obviously that, but I'm saying for the
But
people who know her, who started with her, Aaliyah, she was a
she
known and
was.
popular YouTuber, and she was
Yeah,
known for
super
makeup and
super
beauty
popular.
and like
Super.
hair and all of those, the beauty world. So
She was
ultimately, yes, go ahead.
her header now is like it girl, and I feel like that's pretty accurate.
Right.
So boom, she posted a photo, and I will say this has like 2.9 million views. So it's just very interesting the conversation that
She
has.
probably got paid off that, but go
I
ahead.
oh for sure skis. She got her stuff is
That
verified.
little bag, yes, verified. Yeah.
Yeah, she got a little verified bag, so it's for sure guaranteed. But basically, she posted a photo, real regular type photo. I feel like at least it's an original photo. However, she has AI animals, and then she goes, which one do you like better? Obviously, there's a lot of people who were like, oh yeah, girl, like the one with the dogs in it, with the little Dalmatians at your feet, like they're so cute. And then there were like a mass group, a majority of people who were like, "Oh my gosh, you're killing the
Like, girl,
community.
yeah.
You're the tree I
Somebody
just
said,
planted. It died and
yeah.
withered in my backyard just because you did that AI." And I'm like, "Oh,
Somebody said a small village went without water over this tweet, and I busted out laughing.
bro." I was like,
I
"Y'all
was like,
being mad
whoa,
dramatic right now. Like
bro.
it's
Like,
so." She
like,
posted her response. Have you seen that?
Yes, I did because I knew she was waiting.
Boy, she was
I knew
literally
she
waiting
was.
there. I said,
First off, when
okay.
she posted it and it was getting up and she had just posted it, I seen it like way, way before, like under like 200 retweets. So it's when
Boy,
I
I
seen
saw it
it.
when she roughly really just posted it, and I was like, what is this? Okay, anyway, keep pushing.
Didn't really
I
care.
did not think this was the result or the
No, when she
conversations
posted it,
that
I
would
knew
come.
immediately like that it was going to get that reaction.
Did you really?
I'm not gonna lie, I knew because it's Twitter, bro.
Bro, but
X, whatever you want to call it, I don't
I
care.
mean, X Twitter,
I'm
whatever.
gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna
call
call it what her
it
mama came
what
with.
right,
Like,
and it's Twitter. So, but either way, when she posted, it, I knew it was gonna be a thing, and her response was, I mean, fair. If we're being honest, because even when I thought about how they were gonna come for her, I was like, I mean, at some point, we are just gonna have to really
be so
just
fucking
get
for
a
real.
real rein on like just how to interact with it. I feel like I
Yeah,
said, AI has always been a thing. It's just not been a thing in this way. Me personally, I don't feel like we need robots and stuff, right? But I'm not gonna say like,
girl, I feel
no,
how
we
that
don't
sound
need
right now.
AI. Like sometimes, especially with like programming and certain stuff like that allows for things to run.
Smoother,
Sometimes that is artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And so with
correct.
that being said, like I'm not gonna say
I
do away with
I
it
also don't feel like
entirely.
people should lose jobs. Like some jobs were
Correct.
inevitably going to be phased out, but I think companies who are now being predatory with that without even like, because
Yeah, I
they're
know two people who
checking
have
to
gotten laid
see,
off based off of that, and they're
yeah,
doing it in ways that is like
y'all didn't
very
even
kind of
check the
slimy.
way if this was even going to be beneficial to the company. Like people who are
Oh, they're
companies that
knowing
are,
that they're trying to get info in the process of the layoffs. That's what's crazy about it. This was makes
but
those
that's
situations a little bit
insane because
different.
it's like you can't, like the companies who have completely foregone their like customer service departments, like Clear
Like
is
that
one
doesn't
of
even
them.
make any sense if we're being honest.
I have been trying to get in contact with someone from Clear for ages. I have to physically, I'm going to have to find time to go to the airport to get my money back because they charge me the non-veteran rate. But I cannot get a hold of them. They keep routing me back to their AI or their and actually no, I think no, yeah, I could only talk to the AI person. I sent an email. They said give it 3 to
Yeah,
5
they force
days.
you. Yeah, they force you to just go one way
And it's like
because they
the
don't want you
AI
to
did
have
not solve
contact.
anything. The AI
It
didn't
didn't.
really do anything but tell me about the email. And I'm like, but
All you did was piss me off. So by the time I walk up here, I got an attitude.
correct.
That's the only
So
thing
it's
that you
like
can
it's
tell.
that's not really helping y'all business models. And so to me as a business owner, it's like I would have implemented, I don't know, I just feel like y'all could have implemented this in a better ways. But when you're sought out to like do greed type stuff where you're like, oh, I can just fire everybody and I have to pay insurances and taxes and da 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 on all those employees. Yeah, that's greedy. Like that's extremely greedy. And
Very. I mean, hey.
unfortunate too because it is warping, I think, the regular people's knowledge about AI and what it is. And so that's why I feel like we get these random ass reactions to me about this the girl putting two AI dogs that she could have really photoshopped into the shit, bro.
I
Like
mean,
even now with fucking Photoshop, you can AI this shit in this shit. So it's like, what are we really talking about?
it has its use, I will say, but it's also just about at some point too, it just becomes a skill thing and a skill set thing. And so
Correct.
it's just like, I mean,
But the
it's
folks
definitely
tweaking
not
out
something
about
that
two
I feel like
dogs.
I'm gonna die on the hill for. Like it has its pros, it has its cons. I'm over it.
I don't know. I just
Because
thought
I
it
feel
was
like
very
sometimes it just feels like an uphill battle, anyways. When stuff, especially like technology, has like
yeah,
these huge pushes. Like, I mean, an industrial revolution, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That whole era where like things had to change and they shifted up a lot of shit that we was comfortable with
right,
at the time. So it's just like this is technology. We got to this point. What else did y'all think the next phase was gonna be? You know what I'm saying? This
right,
is just evolution at this point.
yeah. And I think the
Oh,
people who, granted, I do feel like there are the people who need to speak on behalf of the environment and have a passion for the environment because I have seen like the documentaries or like the Now This videos of like the data center towns that the water
yeah.
is now polluted where those servers are. And I do know,
Right.
which I literally, the reason I couldn't leave work earlier is because one of our servers, one of the batteries was going down and I was like, oh my God.
Right.
Like,
Stuff like
so
that. Yeah.
it is really important. So, I mean, I can only imagine the impact it can have on our environment. However, the inevitable and what I feel like we should be at least pushing for instead of being like, this is bad with no follow up is that, okay, yes, this is bad, but what can we do to
prevent extra bull crap
prevent, yeah,
happening.
like prevent or rectify or even
Yeah.
put in laws
Oh
in
my
place and
God.
do all those things. But it's like, nah.
I just seen something, and I don't know how real this was, but I just literally, I think I seen it just scrolling
Hmm.
that somebody worked for a and this could have just been bait or
Oh no,
whatever.
I think I know what you're talking
But
about.
somebody apparently, we're just gonna say for the sake of like just hypotheticals, like somebody
Yeah.
worked for a company that was basically just mainly AI, and
Yeah.
they were the only human, or only like not the only, but they were
And he
the
got
few.
written
Like it was
up.
only like a couple humans that were like working, but mostly AI. And
Yeah.
I guess he was referencing them as clankers. And like
Girl.
somebody, like I guess not somebody, but I mean, like
No,
a person,
what killed me in the
a
video
AI
where he was
took
like,
somebody fell away and reported him to HR. And I'm like, bro, but somebody also made a point too, and I'm not gonna hold you, it made you think about or made me think about it, is how like when something new or some like a thing happens, there's always like someone trying to find a slur for it. They were like, there's a certain demographic that always wants to find a slur for
mm,
something. And I was like, hmm. Like I
that is
literally thought
true. Because
about it
where
for a
does a
little bit
clanker?
because
Like, is
when
that
we
what
had
we're
first,
calling AI now? Is that where
yeah,
did the
yeah,
word
yeah,
come
literally,
from?
like it was
Who
a
made
thing.
that
Like
up
I
though?
would,
My
we
thing is,
were,
who made it up?
I don't
Where
know, but
where
they
are
were
we sitting
literally.
down in the meetings coming to a consensus that that is the slur we want to use? Because I
But do
feel
you?
like as a
But here's
human
the thing,
species,
though. We have certain things throughout, like movie and culture, and like in like you know what I'm saying. That was a thing. Like for me, like, and I'm sure you remember this movie, not I Robot, but Robots.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
robots.
Like that was a thing. They had things I think in there that they referenced
Oh
themselves, but
yeah,
this is a made up world, right? Like this is a made up
yeah.
world.
It was
Like
like the
so
junk.
for
Oh, it was the clanker.
yes, they called them
That's
plank
what they.
like they had yes. So like now that folks have
That is
like
hilarious.
bro, during the first phase of folks talking about like AI, like there was just this random like push of like I don't even know content of like hypotheticals of like us interacting with AI or like what we would call them. But they were saying like, yeah, notice like there's a certain like, with
Yeah.
some of the videos or most of the videos of calling them some stuff. And
Hmm.
I was like, that is like, very interesting. I'm not at a point where I personally feel like I want to interact or be a part of the whole interacting with AI, like iRobots and stuff. Like, y'all can keep that for the next gen. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I don't want to be a part of that phasing. Like that's just me. I'm cool on that. Like let that be an extra 100 years down the line for real. Like I don't want to be here for that. I'm cool. Me personally. If y'all want to see that, cool. Me, nah.
I feel like it was inevitably gonna be that anyway when we I think the first push of the robot thing has always been like a sexual based or a needs based product. We were gonna have the
Right, robots.
yeah,
Yeah,
like the
like we
sex
use
worker
we
robot or something
yeah
like that. And it's like, ooh,
we
okay, we're already creating like tiers of robots. Cause then it's gonna be, well, I have a maid robot. Do you? I have a sex robot. Like it's gonna be weird like that. And it's
but
like, we
we've
don't
seen
need
so
no
many things like
more.
that on like Black Mirror. Like
Correct.
you know
And
what I'm saying?
unfortunately, I said this years and years ago. There was a point where, they say life imitates art or art
Mhm.
imitates life, really. But I feel like it's become the inverse. Like life is now becoming imitating art. Like we're literally living in a Black Mirror episode. We're literally living in iRobots. This is the shit we're
I
seeing
mean, but
coming down the
we seen this,
barrel.
we seen this coming for sure.
So it's just like very interesting where at one
I don't,
point life
I think
was
you really have to
imitating
choose
art.
how much you want to interact with it.
Yeah, but there's gonna come a point where, like, again, the inevitable, you're not gonna have a choice but to interact with it at the depth of the level that society has now told you that you have to
Oh,
deal
for
with it.
sure. I mean, you just said something about customer service and trying to get a hold of somebody. Like, you ain't had no choice but to do that.
Correct. So
So it's just
imagine when it
like,
becomes regular regular, when it's
I
it's
don't
sex,
want to
it's a
pull
sex
up to the
worker
McDonald's and it's
brothel.
a robot behind the damn cash register. I don't want that.
Bro,
Can
it's
you
gonna be a
get
robot
me,
at the register at
bro?
McDonald's. It's gonna be a robot brothel
Extra,
down the street.
extra chicken. That's
They
what I
gon'
said.
they gon'
Like, I'm
they
not
gonna
gonna
be
play.
they gonna be what is it? They gonna be at the cigar lounges with the little robot
Bro,
girls who gonna have the little hats on and shit,
that's
like just in
not
the
what I
movies.
said. That's what me gonna be. I'm gonna be yelling at them.
Like that's not what I said, and they're like, "Ma'am,
That's
please
not what
calm
I
down."
said.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
please calm
Man,
down.
please, 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 please reboot. Like, bro,
Oh my
in the
God.
middle, give me my goddamn food. Like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
So her response overall, pivoting back because we got off a whole tangent, but pivoting back, I do feel like her response was also very classy. And she made a good point. I'm gonna just read a piece of it that I feel like will reiterate basically what we're going to talk about. And so this is the part where she basically started to read into them. She said, "Guess who owns Twitter? A man that gave the general public free access to AI. And guess what? He also is a CEO of a vehicle company that are literally driving themselves down the road as we speak. Want to know how? AI. But yet you're on the very same app powered by the same man and his AI tech company, smoking on an electronic cigarette, vape, somewhere polluting the air and your lungs with the star stickers on your face trying to get puss out them pimples because you don't take care of yourself because you use your screen time, all your screen time on an iPhone. Oh yeah. Guess how your phone is able to tell how long you've been on your phone? AI. Did you know that the very same phone you're tweeting on has a system named Siri that can do anything you want it to do? Guess how? I haven't seen one of you get the fuck off your AI powered phone and clean up the environment, help shelters or people in need, donate anything to those in need, help the children in Haiti like I do, adopt animals or donate to shelters like I do. Stop wearing fur or anything. Let's stop on Shein or not shop on Shein or anything. I'm sure y'all aren't going to have proof of you doing anything to help get the world out, to help out the world or others. So this post won't get much of a response the way the initial post does. And she goes basically further on to say like y'all's outrage isn't really
It's
like
fake.
activism. Like it's not true activism. And so
Really, like y'all just like
I
having a big y'all just like having an enemy on here. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck.
correct.
That's basically what she said. She can't say it and she
100%.
wasn't gonna say it to y'all, but I say it on her behalf. Y'all are on the
Brokers
same
internet
ish that y'all
being
are saying that I'm on. Y'all are hypocrites and you can kiss my ass. That's what she wanted to say.
is what she said. Y'all can kiss my black. So yeah, like I really feel like that overall though, because I've really seen a shift lately on Al Roker's internet, specifically Twitter. Um, it is like y'all want to be contrarian, but have also no stance or morals and perspective or true
It's no follow through and there's
individuality.
no consistency.
That as well. There's no true individuality, but y'all can get on here and heme and haw and do some things. So let this be a lesson to you. Yes, you may not want the fullest extent of AI, but unfortunately, AI is here. However, you can go to your local shelter, pick up some trash, do something good in your
To
community.
kind of like counteract it if we being honest,
Correct.
like
Be
because it's
doing
like
something.
yeah, like to a point. Like if I'm being honest, if we really being honest, not to get on no like random thing, and I'm just bringing this up real quick because Amazon, Jeff Bezos, he's another issue.
The
Like I'm
man,
not gonna lie.
the man is about to have
Um,
us priming cars to our home door.
I literally had to write a paper on him like damn near a decade ago about
Ooh,
what
don't be
and
making
Amazon
decisions.
wasn't even at the point of where like it had just like
Do
Prime
you
was
know
not always
Amazon
a
is mentioned
thing.
in Girlfriends?
Girl, exactly. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, so for us to have gone from that
Wild.
time to now, and I had to write, and even during that time, I was writing a paper, and it was like
Yeah.
I was basically writing the dangers of like just Jeff Bezos, if I'm being honest, and just
Conglomerates. Yeah.
and just like yeah, and what is it called, monopolies. I was
Yeah.
like, he's going to do and take over every single thing. Like, y'all are not looking at what this man is doing for real.
It's
Like,
basically like
look
history
at
is
what
just
he's
repeating
doing.
itself. Like history literally is just repeating itself. If you
Bro,
look back to like you said what earlier you referenced the revolutionary era or the what is it?
the Industrial Revolution.
Excuse me, the
Yeah.
Industrial Revolution. I'm thinking I'm mixing two periods. In my brain. But we're inevitably going to go to that, and I believe at one point obviously that was around the time right after that was the Great Depression. So however after the Great Depression was what? The Renaissance, the Harlem Renaissance, and change in art, because tragedy and poorness produce great art. So
Not
hey,
tragedy importance. I mean, hey,
I mean, am I wrong? Like
and obviously that's like the yin and yang of like
yeah, of life.
life in this creative sometimes world, but also it's just like
Yeah. So if you're struggling, before we open up another tab, just use this time to remember that, hey, the ebbs and flows of life eventually will ebb and then they will flow. So, hey, figure out where you're at and do what you can.
I mean, hey, because That's what Aaliyah's doing. She don't give a damn about y'all talking about her
She
little
really
AI
didn't. She
photo.
really said,
She don't give a damn. She said, "Girl." Anyways,
"What's that
and
thing?"
posted a
Oh,
video and posted a makeup video right after. I was
I
like,
was gonna say, have you seen that trend on TikTok where they're like, "Girl, whatever," and it just be doing whatever. You,
"No,
it'll
I
just be
have not."
videos of girls like doing whatever, and it would be like, "Girl, whatever." But yes,
But hey,
that quite literally is the vibe. So yeah, do what you can, do what you can't. The world's going to hell in a handbasket anyway. That's fine.
boy,
Hey content creators, today we're going to talk about TubeBuddy. Ever wonder how to get your YouTube videos major exposure and on the main page? Well, TubeBuddy has you, helping you with keywords, thumbnails, and titles. Also having an A and B testing to help you see what your audience likes. It's sure to get you on the main page. Sign up with our exclusive code UNPAID890 or check the link in our bio. TubeBuddy, where creativity meets strategy. Now let's get back to the show.
Opening up another couple of tabs really quick, just like rapid fire.
whoa, gee, sorry, you're just being clumsy.
Oh my gosh, please don't be clumsy. Like,
Something dropped.
you almost
Jesus.
dropped that all over your computers, huh?
We're not praying that on me. I rebuke and I send back.
Oh, I already almost dropped myself, so it already happened. So this has been me
I'm
gone.
just saying. I'm
Been me,
just
been me, been
saying.
me. Did you see that cute little video of Zach Fox and Vince Staples?
No,
No?
no. I seen it and I scrolled.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna play it for you because they're actually kind of cute.
Grace.
I'm gonna play it for
We
you.
just pitching movies. Yeah. You want to hear one? Okay. We're doing this movie called They Got Him, and it's like it follows, but it's like
I sent it to you as well on Twitter so you could see them.
the meet and greats, and the dress. So it's like, oh no, they got him. You heard about Matthew from down the street? They got him. Matthew.
I can imagine how they're
They
saying it
got
though.
him. So we got another movie to pitch you. It's a BBL horror movie. You fill in the blanks. Already asked it. It's like under the skin, but like it's in the ass, just crawling around. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
They
What's that?
are.
What's sad about that is I actually could see that being a horror movie. That gave like Substance vibes, like Substance 2. Like,
I'm good. I haven't started Vince Staples' show just yet, not season 2, I think it is. Right, right. So I don't right. You ever watching a little video, go watch the actual season, the actual show.
I plan to. I'm running through a
Mhm.
lot of shows right now. I'm also doing some things. So when I have it on my list to watch, because
She said
Snowfall's the same way. It's the same way with
I
Snowfall.
dropped off after season 3. And then the TL just kept me
Oh, like
they kept
updated of
spoiling stuff. So I was like, well,
that sucks.
yeah. I just stopped at some point,
You
like, because
stopped
they just kept
caring? No, that sucks. I'm sure it got better.
no, we got I think the seasons and everything and how it closed out, like I heard it was good. I heard that people didn't like how it ended. But like I'm just saying, like when I dropped off and I wanted to pick back up, like
Hmm.
obviously the timeline is still the timeline. So things are it was so popular that you couldn't escape it.
That's true. That is true.
So
That's
it
why
was
I was
like
like
at
season
some point
two.
I'm knowing the plot even without having to watch it. So it was just like I don't even
Boy,
care to watch it anymore.
me with House of Dragon, and I think the reason I am seeing any House of Dragon stuff right now is because it's promo. But there was a point I had to mute it because people were spoiling it like the day of, and I'm like, bro, give me a can it hit streaming first? Like it just aired. Like damn, let it simmer.
No, they
You
want
know,
to get it.
let
They
the
no,
onions aromacate the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, cheese
no.
and crackers. Anywho, Party of Two did a little video. I liked it. It's not what I thought they were gonna do with the video though, or with the
Is
truck.
this recent? Hold
Yes.
up.
I sent it to you. But
My Twitter
basically,
has been like
they
really glitching here lately. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Did you see we had to do something with the chat? Like we had to log in
Yeah,
and send
it
stuff.
did private messages. That stuff pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. And then
I did
also
not want
like
to do it. It
your
was
DMs
weird.
right now don't even show up for me. Like it says unknown user on my end. Like I kid you not.
What? That's insane.
I
That's
don't know what's
insane.
happening right now.
I don't know,
But
but it says I have 20 plus messages, and I'm like 20 plus where? Where are the messages? I don't. I don't know where they are. Anyway, I sent you the video. They basically tie themselves to a truck and are strapped in the truck. The visuals are them like swaying back and forth, um, in the truck with the harness. Obviously they're going over a bridge, and it is at
I'm looking at
nighttime.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Jada quoted it and was like, okay, niggas saying the straps was supposed to be edited out and quote unquote, what was the point of them is killing me, lol. It was an actual truck driving over a bridge in New York at midnight. We had to have them for safety, and we liked the tactical aesthetic. Not a mistake, lol, an artistic choice. What are your thoughts as an artistic person?
I love what they're doing in general.
Period.
So I might have a bias,
Yeah.
but
Me personally, I'm
I
gonna say no straps.
you're gonna say no straps?
I
Oh,
thought,
you're asking me should there be straps or no straps?
I guess so, because that was the take on a lot of people's thing. Because when you saw the video, right? Like, did you click in the
Yeah,
video?
I'm looking at it now.
Okay, yeah. So there's a version of it where they like show you like the actual video, right? And then I think there's like a BTS like
Yeah, yeah.
visual of it. Um, when they did the video version, I was like, or when I saw the BTS version, I was like, ooh, y'all gotta be doing some dope green screen, like something cool, but also maybe like my idea was like, okay, yes, y'all gonna be in the truck, but then at some point maybe we're taken somewhere else, and then the movements and the things that you guys are doing are in that world. That's where my mind went. So that's why I was expecting to see
I think if
something
they were
else.
going to do it and how I could see it being what Jada's wanting and what the people are wanting, because I think the people are like make it kind of make sense in a way
Mm-hmm.
based off of like the look. Like maybe based off this look, it would have looked better because
Mm.
of the movement
Yeah.
that we didn't see the straps.
Yes.
But I think if one of them, Jada,
Mm-hmm.
was on the ground
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
and
get.
like kind of like acting like she was going to fall off or out, and he stood up there and they were like like she's rap climbing up and like scuffling and picking herself up and then
Oh,
like
yeah, that'd be
rapping, and
so
then
good.
he, you know what I'm saying, like that I
Yeah.
think could have been a good meet in the middle of what you're saying, as well as like the people probably from a standpoint of like us seeing visually, like because you guys are kind of rocking back and forth, maybe what was the
Right.
reason, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
from
Because
that
it looks
standpoint
like
of the tacticalness and
you're
maybe the look that she
moving.
wanted, and yeah, making it make sense for like us viewing it, like why are you guys strapped up? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you
Well, I
guys were
have to know
getting
what the rest of the music. So I still feel like I need to do my due diligence and like go watch the rest of the music video if they have put it out yet. Because that was also my other confusion. It was like, did y'all already put it out yet, or is this just like y'all showing us the behind the scenes and then like what it's gonna look like type moment, and then you drop the music video type moment, like promo type shit. But either way, I it's just not visually where I thought it was gonna go, and I do think I would
which song
even
is this? Are they recording it for? Because hold on, let me.
I don't know because I know the album dropped already. It is.
Oh yeah. No. I just heard it.
Yeah.
My and I'm not mad at what they did at all. I don't have any real opinion on it for me to have a critique, but I think that the concept that I said would have made a lot of sense for the beat of the like the pace of the song.
So I'm not even mad about seeing the harnesses when we get that last shot where they're like obviously standing in the truck. I think yeah, I like your idea. I think also too for me, I think it when they chose to tighten in on the shot because there's a moment where you see both of them because then it's his verse.
I do.
There should have been some type of like draw in slightly while you're drawing us in. And that would have been a nice time to play around with the haters are gonna say it's green screen. I don't know, like I just maybe would have played around with that a little bit more or would have just did something a little bit different artistically. Granted, I'm not mad at them showing the straps though. Like a lot of
I
people
would
were
be
like
curious.
vehemently against the straps I saw.
Oh no. I'm not like super
Yeah.
against the
I'm not
straps. I think the
mad at
straps
the
just would have made
straps.
sense if they would have went along somewhere where I was going with it. But also I feel like based off of how tight that shot is and then how much they make I'm low key kind of
It's
like,
weird,
so
is it not?
I'm wondering if that last frame is a part of the actual music video, or if that was just kind of like a bit that they added in this reel. Because I feel like if it's actually a part of the video, I wonder what the concept of the video is.
So that's where
You get what I'm saying?
so
Like, so
then
I get
that's
what you're saying
yes.
of saying like I want to kind of know what the start of it is, because like was it like y'all are hiding in the back of the van? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
what is it? What is the
Right.
concept?
Because
But
it would
yeah,
I do feel like my thing with green
I think
screen,
regardless, they always provide visuals and like
and I
entry.
do appreciate that. And
Like, yeah,
I
maybe it's
agree.
not going, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not
But I also
technically
appreciate
how
how
you would.
I wanted to reach out to one of their directors on the music video that obviously like really took off, where they show you the behind the scenes where he's like, um, is it the hype for real?
Yeah,
That one, I can't think of the name off the top of my head right now.
I
But
know what you're talking about. But it's the one where they do the long snoot, like
yeah,
snoot
it's like the
angle and
long
shot.
dolly shot, and
Yeah,
then they
dolly shot.
also have it looks like a Jimmy Jib shot, but maybe not shot. Like I don't think it was on a Jimmy. Either way, I would love to talk to him about how he just got that shot, and I know it was definitely under budget. I don't think it was super high on budget. Which again, I appreciate that they're doing visuals. You know how many years, you know me, especially how many years I
Hmm.
always was like, niggas don't got no videos no more. This is why K-pop is always gonna win, cause they videos
Yeah, I don't even know why you was saying that
fire.
hoopla. But anyways,
I
I would have never
mean,
said that. I would have never. I don't care how many visuals K-pop dropped. For you to say that is kind of crazy. But whatever. That's a whole nother bit for another
what
day.
are you talking about,
It's a whole
bro?
nother bit for
Babes,
another
they've
day.
had okay, yeah, we're not
It's a
gonna
whole
have.
nother bit for another day. For you to say that much of a statement, I'm not saying like F them, they not good at all. But for you to say all of that, like, and
Who's
in
not
K-pop,
saying?
this is why K-pop will be better. Like, well, that's literally what you just said.
I mean,
And this is why
obviously,
K-pop go da da da.
I'm
I
not talking
mean,
about them specifically, but yes, there was a time where I was like, K-pop has it on lock when it comes to the visuals merch. Yes, that is a fact. I'm not negating that, and you'd be crazy to negate that as well.
no, you said some different wording earlier.
The
But
wording of some
anyways,
different
anyways,
earlier, but
anyways,
okay.
anyways, party of two. Y'all
Party of
been doing y'all
two, the
thing
video was dope.
in music wise, as music and visually. And we can
Yeah.
always
Did you listen
appreciate
to the
people.
album?
I haven't listened to the album all the way, but I've
It's a good
wait, did they
album.
just drop one, or was it the one where we was listening to a little bit when we was on?
We just listened to it on the way. That
Okay.
was the one I was playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. It might not even be an album, so it might be an
I
EP.
don't know. Because I've heard a couple singles, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, no, it was a full project that I played you in the car, but I just didn't play it all in order. I think I maybe played 3 songs off of it.
How tall is Buddy? What is his name? He don't look tall to me, but I'm
Like
curious.
5'10" tall. So like when I say tall, I mean like 5'10"
He don't even
tall.
look that to me.
You don't think he giving at least like a 5'9",
I mean,
5'10"?
he's like 5'8". That's not bad or nothing, but I'm just wondering.
I mean, it's
His
not,
aura, I
but
like
I
his aura.
just
That's why I say I like his aura. I like his vibe. I like his subtle but grittiness. It feel
mhm.
like
Yep, I
I like
agree.
that. That's it's like suave top, yeah, type. You know,
I
I
actually
like that.
think it was a blessing in disguise. How it ended up working out for them. Funny
Yeah,
enough,
because what's the name's brother was a part of this group, and then he left, and then I don't know what happened to the other guy.
it was 2 other people.
I think so. I think it was four.
I could have sworn it was just
I've
the
been
other.
following them for a minute because they made a song that I liked a long time ago. I think it was four. It was definitely what's name's brother was a part of it for
Yes.
sure. And I think
Yeah.
there was one other person, but that other person dropped
What is
off.
it? Tyler James something? Yeah, his
Tyler
brother.
James' brother, younger brother, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was I believe there was four. And then
Was
I
it was
looked
it
it
a
up.
lighter skinned individual?
I don't know. I
A
just
man
feel
like
like there was
male?
four. I just know,
Maybe
yeah,
with curly
it was
hair?
too. Yes, because I remember Jada being the only girl. So
Yeah,
regardless,
I
like
think I
I
know
feel like
what you're
there
talking
was four
about.
at some point, and then the other two dropped off.
Well, no, because I remember when they really started gaining traction was during the pandemic, and it was as a trio. That was the first time I really saw them. I
I don't
do
know. I could be
slightly
wrong.
think they popped up on like a Spotify playlist some years ago as a foursome because I feel like I visually see who you're talking about, but
I don't
them
know. I
as a
wonder if they
trio,
deleted all of their stuff before. I'm gonna have to
I
assume
know
because they
I
don't
know
go
they
by
got
that
rid of everything
anymore.
with
They
that young
literally went by
man.
something else. Now they're Party of Two, but they did not go by Party of Two.
No, it was like
I forgot what it is. So like, oh my
it was
gosh.
like party. No, because now
No,
I'm
it
just
was
thinking
nothing with a
party.
party.
Child,
It
I'm
was
thinking
like
about
one word. It was
it
like a bit
was
some.
It wasn't like neon or anything and nothing like that. But no, I feel like they had like a number and a name. Therapy. It was Therapy 101 or something like that.
Group therapy is what it was. That's
Group
what it
therapy.
was. I
Group
was like, I
therapy.
know
There it
there's
is.
something. Hold
There it
up.
is. There it is. Group therapy.
I'm
Yep.
like, I know I'm not tripping.
Because I was like, no, it was two words. I remember it
I
was two
definitely remember
words.
being 2 words, and then I also like I'm saying,
Yeah, it was group
oh wait,
therapy. It was group therapy.
it was okay. Hold up,
I think it was group therapy, bro.
it was group therapy, and
What was it
it
called
was
again?
just three.
Okay, so was only always them three. Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. That makes
I feel
sense.
like they had somebody else in the band though. Maybe that I don't know. I could be tripping though. But anyways,
But yes, we got on a massive tangent. But nonetheless, you guys have been killing it. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to talk to the director because I really appreciate who they've been working with. People it seems like they know, but obviously as the budget grows, the directors and choices and things of that nature are gonna grow. So keep doing y'all thing, party of two. Y'all are killing it. Hopefully one day we can sit down and chat. Next up was the um oh, did you look at the color grade thing?
oh yeah, I already seen that. So basically, the next little thing that we're gonna touch on, and ultimately, I don't know what your
This is the
view
last
on this
one.
was, but the Bridgerton series,
I
I'm a
was
big
curious what
fan.
your view was because you are the color
The color
grader
grader, the
and a
photo
future
guy.
color gradist on the best and the bestest, highest budget of the films. But yes, I was curious what your thoughts were when you saw this. What
I
was happening?
personally don't like. Okay, so basically, what we're talking about, guys, just to fill you in, Bridgerton, is if you don't know Bridgerton right now, then you just don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but ultimately, to sum it up, it is a series on
Don't know, you
Netflix
don't
that
know.
is set in what era is this set in? This is the
The hundreds of some sort.
and they got big gowns and everybody's, we go to these balls and we find a queen, blah blah blah. You get the point.
Yeah.
They've had 4 seasons now. I think the fifth season is coming next year, I think, for the next girl or the
Yeah.
next brother or whoever is supposed to be falling in love, basically. But they just released all the color grades over the last couple of seasons. And me personally, I don't like the first two. I don't like the second season's color grade, and I don't like the third. The very last one is okay to me because it's not as orangey. It's really
So
pushing
we're
into
on
a
to
magenta type
they're
of
on season four. Season four comes out next year.
next year. Oh, okay.
Or
So are
yeah.
they including? Hmm.
Yes, they've included what came out of season four. I looked at it just now. Season four has, which is the last brother.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? And what am I?
Yeah,
Okay,
you know, they
okay.
just have
I'm
they've
okay
included
then with
these.
season 4 that's about to come out because these tones don't look like orange. They don't look like orange. They don't look
I
just
like
orange.
to
They
though.
look like there's a smidge, just a
I
smidge
think three
of
is the season
pink.
that is super orange to me.
I don't
Looks
like that
like
season.
yes, their
And it
season three
also could
looks
have
the
been Buddy's
most.
makeup. It could have also been Buddy's makeup because I noticed that it's only
I was
really
gonna say
orange
yeah,
and
because I think he's very pale in real life, and
they
they
put a
made him
tan on him or
tan.
blotchy,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
they
I
made him
personally
tan probably a little bit throughout the season. So he, in this shot particularly, they probably went more a little more
is he
orangey at
about to
it.
fall in love with a maid in this season 4? Like, what's going on with this?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, why she dressed like this child? Anyways, because I'm like, why? What's going on?
But yes, no,
Um,
that was just all. I just wanted your opinion on like
Season four,
what
I
you
feel
like
like
group
if
grade.
you how I'm staring at it, how I'm looking at it, there's a smidge of pink or
Mm,
fuchsia or something in the mid-tones
I could
or
see that.
near the highlights
It does look a
in
little
comparison
red.
to the season 3 because season 3 is only looking like it's probably like an orange overall globally and then maybe like a cool tone in the shadows. But yeah, I'm only cool with I only like ironically enough the first season and season 4 give the same vibe to me as far as like the era that they're in, if that makes sense.
I also
And like
think
the idea of the it
wardrobe
kind of gives
wise
like
and
a smidge
everything.
hazy, like we're like in love, like da, da, da. The only difference is season 1 is like just desaturated. It's just not
Yeah, I think the obvious stark difference is that season one is not as nearly as saturated as the
saturated as the
others.
other ones,
But I
regardless of
do,
color. But
as I
also
was sitting
they,
here looking at it though, it kind of works because I was thinking like, did they
but there
box
wasn't any
them
warm
out?
tones in the first one, and also I
Exactly,
think
exactly. That was first budget, first season. They did not really probably have that much color grade money if we're being honest. Um,
I actually think that's still, I don't know. I'll be curious to see what corners they cut because that still kind of was giving budget to me. I just
oh
think
for
that
sure.
ultimately,
No, budget. But budget like Game of Thrones budget? No, I don't think they
I don't know.
had that
I
budget on
feel
first
like
season. They
I
may
feel
have had
like
a budget, but not a budget like
mm,
to that amount of CGI, I guess, to do all that. I don't know. I still feel like it works either way. I still feel like it works. It works for the tone of that season. I
my
think
least favorite season color grade, regardless, is season 3.
I would agree with
That's
you on that. I
it's
would agree
too
with you on
orange,
that.
but also like it's just.
I think it's just because it's tan. I think, yeah, his tan probably
But
lends
also, it
it
could be
to
the people because this is a. I forgot her name and I love her, but her
Shonda
ginger hair.
Rhimes.
Sometimes things come out more when there's colors around it that are,
Oh,
when the skin
her,
looks like that.
the actor. Oh,
The
Jesus.
actress, I forgot her name for season 3.
Oh, it is escaping me, but yes, I do know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, that is true. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For season 1, like, was it really the idea that they didn't have a budget, or is it that she's
I'm not,
pale?
nigga. You are harping on the fact that I'm saying they didn't have a budget, nigga. I'm saying they
But
have
I'm saying,
budget,
like,
but
overall, I'm saying I know
the
what you
budget
mean, but
didn't
I'm still.
require it to go into color grading, is what I'm saying. It's not going to require. There was no need. Everything was palatably. It made sense. There's no need to pump money into a color grade if it
So
doesn't.
then, why do you think they did it for these other ones? Then they could have kept
To
cutting
some
corners.
of your reasoning, okay, now we have more
But I feel like
saturated
if it was
color
up to me,
tones and
then we would have stayed
palettes,
with one. We would have stayed with one
but
then.
you got to remember different
Also, they said the reason
creative
why the color grade
directions.
is changing is because of the seasons. I did say, see someone
So,
said
I
that.
mean, again, I have to say, like, I don't think it's like budget as in they
Oh, and it
didn't
was in
have
the
a
summer.
budget. I'm saying budget as in my money as a producer. I'm not putting all my money into a damn color grade if it's not needed, is my point. If any of these other seasons where we're dealing with much richer, vibrant color tones, and then too, I think we're dealing with darker skins, brighter hair. Like it's a lot more rich. I'm probably gonna invest in a better color grade this time around to make sure everything is at least even and not super, super, super stark where you see on other shows. That is what I'm saying. Cheese and peas. Niggas over here like, I ain't
I
got
didn't know
no
that triggered.
money. Shonda ain't got no money.
I didn't know that triggered you. But anyways, I'm glad you got that off.
I mean, you
Ultimately, like
almost called her a slur, y'all. Almost called her
for
a slur.
Bridgerton. Shout out to series, shout out Netflix and
Shout out
Shonda
Shonda.
Rhimes because girl, you're doing your damn thing. Please do not make season 4 at the pace of season 2, and please do not set up the story like season 3. Can we get a season 1 vibe entirely in totality?
That's like asking
But you kind of
somebody
already
to.
starting off kind of odd because I'm not a fan of the whole maid situation and the whole like, oh, like, so I'm kind
I
of curious
mean,
on what's not like the
from what I
facts that she is a maid,
recall, I
but
think this one someone
mm,
died.
this one dies. Someone dies.
Someone dies. If I recall, I only read books 2 and 3. So,
I didn't read none of them. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna be shocked,
and mind you,
regardless.
I read them after I watched the show. No, I lied. I read book 3 before book 3. The show came out, but I read book 2 after
After.
season 2 came out. So I
And
read
I
it.
feel like, see, the 2 was, I was almost off of that because
I'm gonna be honest, the book was better,
I'm
but
not
it
gonna lie,
it is one of my favorite
I'm
seasons though.
not a fan of a man
Oh,
who,
I lied. That's Queen Charlotte. That don't count. Never mind.
yeah, I did like Queen Charlotte. I love
Queen
that one.
Charlotte, I've rewatched
That
like
one
three
was
times.
I love that. I love
Cry
that
every
story,
time.
and I love, yeah, and I
Yeah,
loved how
cry every
everything came
time.
together. But season 2, bro, I'm not a fan of these. Granted, he's cool now. We didn't see how he's interacting with the girl to the next seasons, but that whole situation where he just couldn't come to terms about how he was feeling was really just irritating the hell out of me. Both of them, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I'm about to turn this off
A
because y'all
little
being
love,
childish at this
a
point.
push pull. You don't like a love hate, a push pull.
No, because what's the name of them had a push pull season 1. They had a push pull. They had
They
a push
did,
pull.
but that
Queen
I
Charlotte had a push pull. They had a push pull the whole time of them trying to until she got him to say like, "Do you love me?"
do
Because if you
you
love me,
love
baby,
my?
I will be here.
Ugh,
But
don't make me
ultimately,
rewatch
everybody
it.
had their push pull, but they was just getting stiff with me. And then he was just getting on my nerves, and she was irking me because she was so focused on her sister. And I was like, "Girl, you need to love. You need to have a break." And she was like, "No, I gotta be your sister. I gotta be a big sibling." It was just getting on my nerves. I was like, "Damn, this feel like my life on TV. Shit, I'm supposed to be escaping. Y'all niggas are showing me my life back. I don't want to see this."
Please, years. You
Like,
had to give up a man because of your sister.
no, but the concept of her being like, "OMG, I gotta be worried about her. I gotta make sacrifices. I can't be here. I can't." Da, da, da. Like,
She
girl,
said,
what
"Oh
are
my
you talking
gosh."
about? And then you let your sister, play with her. Like, y'all was flying a little too close to the sun for me.
She said,
Like,
"Y'all flew too
you
close to
you
this."
hurt the girl in the process. She had to cry. She had to look at you different. Then
Oh
he, like, come on
man,
now,
I do.
stop.
Yeah, no, it did
That was
spiral
too
out of
much.
control.
She let it get too far for it to have. I just was like,
Sidebar, and this is gonna be the last one before we get to the topic because we do have to get to the topic. Have you seen the Yumi and Tuscany? Speaking of Bridgerton,
uh,
Renee,
oh yes, yes. With
Renee
Holly,
Jean, yes, and
I
Renee
have seen it.
Jean, Jean Pierre.
She went for the pasta and stayed for the sauce or whatever that freaking byline was. I don't know
It's
what
Will
that was.
Packer. It's Will Packer. You know. But piggybacking off of that, I just saw a new announcement that Honey and Spice, which is a really popular spicy romance book that is written by a Black author, also just got picked up, and it is going to be by the producers and the writers of I think like 10 Things I Hate About You and something else, like some really really iconic producers. So we're
Mhm.
about to win in the Black rom-com, and I've been praying and manifesting this
Is this
my
all
whole
happening next year? I hope
life.
so. Get these levelist bums away from me
No, yes, exactly
now.
that. So
Not
I'm
even
super
joking.
excited, but I'm really, really, really excited for um Hallie and that man because yeah, I need you, me, and Tuscany in a wedding, and you, me, and a baby in Tuscany in a wedding. I
This
need.
story, low key, I seen the preview. Already annoyed. Already, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna still watch it because
I mean, it's
I
because
love
it's the
rom-coms. I
classic
get it.
rom
Yeah,
com,
yeah, I get it. I
bro.
get it.
Like, come on,
Annoyed.
man. I
Annoyed
like
immediately.
it's the classic rom
Why'd you
com.
lie like that? Why? Sometimes if it's not believable for me, sometimes I'll be like, bro, come on.
I'm
I'm gonna
not gonna
still
lie,
watch
yeah.
it.
When I seen that, and then she was like, "What are you doing here?" He was like, "What are you doing?"
I'm his, and you thought I'm his wife, bitch. I would have said that's my friend.
I
Like,
would on me.
like, why did you jump to
I
wife?
literally
Like,
was
it's not.
watching
I
the
can't
trailer and
believe
I
it.
was like,
Like, I'm gonna still watch it for the chemistry of it all. But yeah, all of that actual baseline of like how you got into the situation is silly as hell. You're
yeah,
ditzy.
yeah.
I'm his
But I
wife.
mean, we know some
Okay.
ditzy people, so it could happen.
I wish not, but you know.
It could happen.
Ugh, uh, yeah, yeah.
So moving on
Right.
to the topic, I feel like what a segue, folks. There was this. Have you seen Issa's? Issa said something again. You know, I'd be stalking the lady. Um,
That's crazy.
she basically was on KevOnStage podcast and said Kev asked her if she feels successful. KevOnStage, I really enjoy his content. BG Dubs, if you're looking for a writer for
I think I
Churchy,
follow him. He always on my timeline. It's one of them.
oh for sure, because
I
he
don't know.
kills it with the game. But anyway, she said she doesn't feel successful, and somebody basically was like, "Oh my god, if I had a literally just enough money to make art and go on vacation, I would be good." And then somebody
Right.
else basically quoted it and was like, "I feel this and I understand, but also the thing they don't tell you about achieving your dreams, which you've talked about this before, is that the goalpost moves, and it keeps racing ahead of you." It was two things mainly on that because it was something that I felt like this week that I've been struggling with, and I also felt like it was very on tone for us ending out the year,
Hmm.
and also just kind of wild too that she also still feels that way, but I kind of get it. So yeah, what are your thoughts? What do you?
I don't recall. I don't think I've seen this video just yet, but I think I've seen the responses in the subtweets towards
Yeah.
the video. Because I was seeing
Yes.
something and somebody say like, a lot of you guys cannot exist in life without a purpose. And I see
Hmm.
something say that, and I was like, what are they talking about?
Yes.
But how do I
Because that was
feel
a
about
wild
it?
take. I think if you saw the entire video where she does go on to further explain, like, I'm not currently working on anything like that is tangible. And I felt like that was really a part of the interview that I was like, y'all are taking away the part of it where she does go on to say, like, yes, I am doing these things. Like, I don't want to discredit myself, but I haven't had anything on air, which is the totality of what my job is, right? As a writer and a
Hmm.
producer, I have nothing on air right now,
Hmm.
which is right? That's if we're talking about a football player, your goal
Right.
every year is to
Like
get
I'm
to
not
the
on a yeah, I'm on the bench.
you're
I've
you're
been sitting on the
you're
bench.
supposed to get to the Super
I'm
Bowl
supposed to
every
get
year. That's
yeah.
what
I'm supposed
everybody
to
is
get why am I
striving
not getting
for.
game time?
Every NBA player is striving to get to them championship games, them Eastern conferences. You know what I'm saying? So like for a writer and a producer and a director, yes, she has different projects and she is acting, but her point was is like right now I don't have anything tangible in that space. So no, I don't
Mm.
necessarily feel like I am successful right now. And so
Like
that's
you
the part of
saying
it that I think people did not obviously watch the full interview or whatever or take out of context, but I do feel like she does a great explanation of coming back and saying like I understand it's crazy to hear, but here's why I say what I say. Cuz
yeah.
Kev even said it. It was like, "What do you
I
mean?"
think I think I think we have to have checks and balances. And I think we need to be mindful about our words. I have not been or I am not successful. That's not the proper
And
wording.
again, I'm probably misspeaking. So don't quote me in hardline on that.
On
I
that.
am
But
not
ultimately,
successful.
like for her, like, but even if she said right now, like that's still a lie. And the reason why I say is because you can acknowledge a whole life change from pick out the year that before you got before Insecure. What were you doing? What was your day to day? What was
Awkward
your
black girl.
lifestyle? What'd you eat? Who's around you? How long did it take for a project? How long did it take for you to be able to even get to a point where you can land projects like that? Like, I think at some point as creators, bro, I get it. I definitely understand that we put these things on us to be able to like accomplish and finish. But I really think like at the start of everybody's journey, we need to get to a point, especially when you're like genuinely just authentically looking at like your skill and like what would make you happy to make a list of things that you are ultimately just trying to hit. And once you hit those things, like that's really it's not a thing of you literally it kind of is contrary to what you're saying because how can you have accomplished things and also not be successful? That doesn't make any sense. So it's like it's also a level
I
of
would. The only reason why I say that is because of the industry and specifically how long it takes for things to be developed. And she did explain this, and I feel like the reason
and
why
I
she
get
didn't
that, but
get
she's
much
already had one
pushback. But again, the reason why you got to look at it. I feel like in the full lexicon of stuff, though, she's only had one show. Yvette Lee Bowser has had only one show. Mara Brock-Akil had one show and then just got another 20 some odd years later.
I
In the
think
lexicon of everything that's accomplished, bro, I understand
I
why that is
understand why
being
you would say that, but I
said.
still feel like wording, like I would be interested in seeing the video specifically to
I
see what
mean, I can
wording.
pull up the clip. I can pull up the
But
full clip while you talk.
ultimately,
Say your piece though. I'm gonna find the clip though.
ultimately I just feel like that doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know, and as someone like, oh, I haven't did anything, I haven't da da da. Like it's
Say
just
that
not
again and
true.
cut out. Yeah, say it again and then I'm gonna let this play out
I
on
said
on
as
what you're
somebody
saying.
that's trying to be mindful of like my own like and be my own checks and balances, like I just don't. You have to just be hyper aware of at least the things you have accomplished and that most people don't do. Like I'm not saying you can't have your own things that would make you tip top, you know, like you did every single thing that you could have achieved in this lifetime. Like have your list of that, but also have your things of like baseline of like I have did something with my life. Like I'm not saying that you finish every single thing, but I have did something. And even doing something is something. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a lot of people I think I for me I'm starting to be maybe this is just me and maybe my experiences for this year. And I'll also give grace to like acknowledging how many people around me really be hitting the ground and hustling and really do have big ass dreams because that's you know I keep those type of people around me. But I underestimate how many people choose not to do more in their life. Period. So it's like for you to choose to do more
Mm.
and then get more. Yeah, you might not be getting more right now, but you was at a point where you were. If you could do it once, you could do it again. And I feel like
That's true.
that's just
I
kind of the
mean,
mindset that a creative has to have. If you could do it once, you could do it again. And if I did it once, I've already did something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do feel like
Like,
in the grand scheme of things, yes, that's the mindset that you should have for sure.
but her right now, like, I mean, I understand her saying like, okay, I haven't did the thing that I said I was gonna do. Like, I mean, if that's her standard of what success is, then who am I to tell you that you're not successful? But I think we also, like I said, just need to be mindful of the words that we're saying, because some of these words, and even myself, and I tell you this all the time, like how I be feeling strong and I be feeling passionate. So I do speak in absolutes sometimes. And that's just not really the case though. Like, but if I keep telling myself I am not great, I am not blah blah blah, that's an absolute, not, oh, I'm just not in it right now, or oh, I just maybe I'm not inspired right now. That's different than I suck. I da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yes.
totally different. Like, so I'm like, we really need to be mindful about what the hell we saying to ourselves in this process of creating too. Cause I know for me and how I look at it, creation comes from a space of wonder. And I know, and it comes from a space of like, I feel like it's a very vulnerable space. So it's like, you can't, depending on how you create in your creative process, you can't really press certain stuff, especially if, like, cause girl, like you made Insecure, and Insecure is a classic, but look how long it probably took you to, you know what I'm saying, create that. Insecure is a classic. That's a black state. That is a staple. I
Which I
think it's a
do
staple
love
in
that Kev goes
general.
on to everything that you're saying. I mean, Kev does go on to like say what, like, I think you're wrong. I disagree in
Yeah.
that regard. But
Like, people still talking about Insecure to this day. People are going back to Insecure because they're resonating with it in different phases of their life. Girl, that is something that you cannot replicate based off of just something
bro,
regular. You can't replicate that type of
girlfriends,
stuff.
like
Exactly. Girl, I'm
to
still I'm on my
this
third
day,
rewatch of Girlfriends.
same. I just
Stuff like
finished.
that. Bro, stuff like that,
Yeah.
you cannot manufacture that, and you cannot rush it.
Mm-mm.
Those type of spaces, that type of plot, that type of writing, that type of nuance, that type of being able to get different perspectives and all of that stuff, that comes with you experiencing and stuff. I was at
Also, too, I think the timing culturally and like in the
yes,
world
that as
like is
well.
a big thing.
Hey, content creators. Today we're going to talk about TubeBuddy. Ever wonder how to get your YouTube videos major exposure and on the main page? Well, TubeBuddy has you, helping you with keywords, thumbnails, and titles. Also, having an A and B testing to help you see what your audience likes. It's sure to get you on the main page. Sign up with our exclusive code UNPAID890 or check the link in our bio. TubeBuddy, where creativity meets strategy. Now let's get back to the
I
show.
think it's a part of like just being grateful and gratitude and reminding yourself of the spaces of where you at and not. I think I said this to maybe you at one point of being like, it's a lot of people who made it to the top, and a lot of their videos and things that they say is like, remember to cherish the moment, like the journey of getting there,
Mhm.
because if not, then you kind of all for naught almost, because it's like if you
Yeah,
didn't
because you haven't
enjoy,
registered nothing.
yeah,
You
like you
haven't
never
processed
got to
anything.
register anything. When was the last time you've registered like something that you've maybe, like, even if it was like in the smallest attribute of like, oh, I've been at this place for XYZ amount of time, or oh, I've done this thing for XYZ amount of time. Like, what was the latest thing or the last maybe like two or three things that you've just been like, I need to do better about acknowledging these things, but also I have acknowledged these things.
You need two or three, or you just want like,
Do whatever your heart feels, friend.
I'll do the main one in the
Like,
sense of like, and you know this at some point, me being able to make money and have security with my career field, like my position. There was a point where I had to pivot from photography and freelance and like commissions to trying to secure like obviously a corporate position in my field. And to me, like, doing those applications, not finding no applications and all that stuff, like remembering that time, like it really was very irritating to me. And so now to be at a point where, and not to even say like even where I'm at has been a smooth ride, because it hasn't. And it hasn't been in the way of like it's been horrible and I hate my job because I don't, but it's been an idea of me having, like I say this all the time, like you do not have, sometimes if not all the time in corporate America, you don't have the room to not want to deal with something. Even if you don't want to deal with something, you have to navigate it.
boy.
And I am a person that I'm like, I can be very curt, I can be very blunt, and I'm very to myself in certain things, some people, and I'm very sure of myself. And like sometimes, and I'm noticing like that just does not rub
Yeah.
some people the right way. Like for real, it just does not rub them the right way.
Mm.
But for me to be able to wake up, I go to my job, I don't hate myself. There was a time where I was going to a job and I was like, I'm not even gonna hold you, I'm praying I get in a wreck on the way.
Oh.
I'm not joking. Like not
Never
even
would have
no cap. Like
made
straight because
it.
I was like, I know I need to work. I hate this job though. I would feel less guilty if I had a reason. So let me get in the wreck. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like at some
Yeah,
point I did get in the wreck. Like at some point I really did.
yeah.
But
Not you over here manifesting Ricks, man.
then I got a new car. But it was just like
Hey,
for
upside.
me to I need to I think that's the thing that I've recognized, like, okay, you kind of
Did the prayer was answered?
you
Like,
did exactly what you needed to do like specifically foundational. Like maybe there's some things that I know that I want to grow in as a designer, and that it's some more stuff that I need to teach myself and some more stuff that I gotta perfect in order to get to where I'm trying to be. Um but ultimately for me to have even been able to make that first step and being able to and also navigate all of the stuff I had to navigate even while I'm at my current position, it was like, oh yeah, like this you now is so different from the last versions of you at each one of these jobs, but also as a creative, like there's really nothing I feel like can phase me for real. Like I genuinely feel like at this point, like I cannot be phased with nothing.
boy, all right, you said that and got bet.
Please do not. Please, I'm begging you, do not
God was
test
like,
me
oh,
on
you
word.
think you know something?
I'm not saying I know everything, Lord. I don't know nothing. Please don't send me
I
nothing.
am nothing but a
Do
baby.
not let me go into work and have to navigate some bull. Like I don't want to do that.
Man,
But
listen,
yeah, that's me
that's a good one. That's a good one.
of recognizing, bro, because
Yeah.
it's been a long way getting to, and it's a lot of ebbs and flows in my side too, because I feel like I am like multifaceted. So sometimes it does feel like I'm
Mm,
neglecting
a
things, but
side
it's
of
like
yourself.
this is just not the time for that right now. Like I know you want to do that, but you gotta lay other eggs. And I remember in
Mm,
2022, I said like I need to strengthen the design side of things specifically in this area because
I
of
remember you saying that.
yeah, just the
Yeah.
industry and what I was seeing. I was like,
Yeah.
I need to
I
be able to,
remember I
yeah.
remember you saying that. You were like, I want to get more into graphic design.
Because I've always liked to play in both worlds of like
And
freelance
both.
contracting and corporate America. Like
Mm-hmm.
my ultimate goal has always been to be able to like make my own brand, have my own contracts and commissions with top, brands as in companies and that nature, but also being able to like hold my own in an actual like corporate office, like get them benefits, get that
Okay.
that
We
network.
love benefits. Bainy,
Yeah,
bainy, bainy, bainy
because
fits.
I ain't trying to cover that stuff ultimately. I know.
And
But
honestly, boy, that's a whole other conversation and episode in itself. But yeah, that's just the reality that a lot of times you have to consider in like climates of economy where the economy is
to
looking
because
crazy.
in order to get the
Mm,
W, you got to keep it. You got to be able to, keep.
boy,
You
like
got to stay in the
when was
race.
the last time you got your
In
check
order to
on?
finish line, you got to stay in the race. And if I can't stay in the race because I'm out of breath, I got a stroke, or I done broke a leg, then what
Boy,
the hell are we doing?
because I let
So
a bump on the knee swell up and never checked it out, and
yeah, like
now
I
that
mean, yeah.
the bump on the knee
And
didn't
that's what
travel to
life will
my
do,
brain, and
especially
then
as a
hey,
freelancer. Life, it'll just throw you random stuff. Like
and
now you
what's
can't.
crazy about it is like I have to think about all the people like during the strikes who didn't have health insurance or who
Oh yeah, a
had
lot of
gone
people was coming out
sick.
like I can't even. I'm evicted. Like I cannot pay
Like
nobody.
the residuals are not
Right now, we
residuing.
just had a government shutdown. Like I know I had a couple
Boy,
people who was not getting paid because they work. They're in government, so it's like
hmm I
the
had a
side that
captain
they're
leave
on.
me
Like
there.
some people are not getting paid, so
Folks was
it's
like,
just
and that
like
mortgage payment still tried to come out my account.
and they don't give a hot, steamy, ready.
That mortgage account. But
Damn,
what's crazy is I saw a
they're
lot of
gonna still
companies
charge you,
doing like I saw the banks doing like if you are affected by the government shutdown, we could give you a loan. I say you
bro. They're
a
like just
loan,
another, yeah, like just
a
another way
loan.
of getting their
Not a
money.
grant.
Like,
Not a grant, because we know what. If you don't know, listen, and that's
oh
a whole
yeah,
other
yeah.
episode in itself. If y'all don't know the difference between a grant and a
A
loan,
loan and a grant, bro. Come on now. We gotta go back to
we will
we gotta ride
peel
back to the
the.
high school now at that point. I
Listen,
ain't gonna hold
hey,
you.
no, because you'd be surprised how many people be like, oh, da, da, da. I'd be like, that's a loan. No, it's not. Da, da, da. That's a loan. That is
Anything
a
you gotta
lo-
pay, bro.
that is a loan. That's a loan. That is a loan. You took money out. That is a loan. They are pulling your credit. Like, stop. Okay, stop it. Like when people try to tell me like, oh, you could just do the business credit, da, 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 da. Bro, they're pulling your personal credit first. Like you do know that. They're pulling your personal credit. If you don't have anything based in that, they're pulling your personal credit. What were we talking about?
Hold on,
What
give me a.
Well, I'm finding it. Because we sidetracked to a tangent off there a little bit. I don't know. Boy, oh boy, can't
I'm
recall.
literally trying to remember, but I also like low key spaced out because I was thinking about tomorrow.
I knew you were
But
listening to me. Nonetheless, friends. With that being said, I think that's a great outers.
time to go to sleep. No, I was kidding.
Overall, I do agree with your initial statements of like watching your words. I think that's also just like a good trick to
You
make
know,
sure you're being real with yourself and keeping yourself in line mentally, because being a creative is hard mentally, if no one has told you up until this point.
oh, that's what it
Here
was,
is
and you didn't
your
even
wake up call.
answer.
What you
You
mean I
didn't
didn't answer?
answer. No, you asked me the question of like, what's a thing that you hadn't appreciated or something like that.
I didn't know you were asking me. I didn't know
But
it
I'm
was a
saying you
question.
just asked me, but you didn't even answer. Well, ultimately, that's what started that. Because then started talking about having to do my job. That's what got on that. That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes, that is how we got there.
memory,
I was
memory.
just posing the question back at you. I didn't know the question
Oh,
was back at me. But I feel like I should answer, but
she has nothing, folks.
and maybe next episode that'll be my therapy homework.
Anyways, obviously, you guys love talking to you and talking about all of the things and all
Yes.
of the latest and greatest in the creative world and
Mhm.
also in our lives. And we shall see you next episode. It's your girl Denique Nishay.
Yes. We'll probably have like one more episode before the holidays, so we'll see you guys before then. In the meantime, make sure you follow us on all of our socials: Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Twitter. I don't know
All of
wherever.
the
All
things.
of the things, all of the places. Unpaid Invoices Pod. Um, yeah, give us a shout. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you feel. Make sure you get us to 100 followers, especially on TikTok, so we can go live on there and you guys can see us. We are going to be doing live streams as well on YouTube soon, so stay tuned, stay connected, and we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.